What's up, y'all? Y'all all right? Good. If not, let's get better. I am here at the Dr. Martin Luther King Park here in Lima, Ohio, and watching the young men practice. And this takes me back to my hometown. We always had PAL leagues around, and seeing the young guys go out and practice in the Dove Park Panthers, the PAL Six, the Warriors, and Glenville, and all those teams. It brings me back to my childhood. Also, when I was a coach and watching these coaches do three things again: teach, observe, and mentor our young men to be the best they can be on the field. Football saves life, but it saved mine, definitely. Definitely. Taught me some skills for life. Got me ready to prepare for the chess game of life. But if you're in the Lima area, and you're looking for your child to get into something that's positive, uplifting, get them, just learn those skills of camaraderie, teamwork, and discipline, come on down. You got two teams down here. You got the Lima Bulldogs and the Lima Panthers. Now, I'm a little bit more partial to the Panthers because I am a former Dove Park Panther myself. But Coach AJ invited me down, so I wanted to come out and watch the practice. You never know where God may lead you, but hey, it's always the youth. The youth is those are new. Hey, that's the next mayor, the next councilman, maybe your next, the person that's taking care of you, feeding you your meal. But how can they represent you if they're not prepared? We got to bring that village feel back and say, you know what, let us use our talents, gifts, and skills to feed into those who may be missing something. To those young men who, are looking for that sense of belonging. For those young men who may be choosing colors that they ain't even prepared for. If not now, then when? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? I say it twice because we always talking, but we never put any boots to the ground. It's time to put boots to the ground. It's time to put the boots to the ground. These young men need us. These mothers, these parents need us. We can do it all, but we can't do it all by ourselves. So, I invest my time in the youth. God is, I can't make this up. I thought I was going to be at work for another 12. You said, no, go home. Go on down where you're supposed to be on Monday. Go where you're supposed to be on Monday. Now I'm here. And that LIMA keep coming to mind. Live in my anointing. Keep leading me here. So, sometimes you got to follow direction, be obedient and faithful, and He'll show you the way. He'll show you the way. Yes, I can't make it up. Levels. This is the season. This is Q3, the season of levels. When we say levels, we're talking about now you got to provide a service for all those who may, benefit from your service. Think about our companies. Think about Toyota or Lexus. You want a Lexus. You like to look up a Lexus, right? But our money a little tight. We can't afford a Lexus. Okay, no problem. You can't get the Lexus. Let's get you over down here to Toyota. You okay, but that's a little bit pricey for you. Now let's go down here. If you can't afford that, let's go down to Sion. Or let's go to Walmart. You got great value, you got Kellogg's, and you got levels. Levels. Football's talk about levels all the time. I was sure. I knew Deion and them on the TV screen, but I didn't know what 3 points stand for nothing. I had to be taught. I had to be observed, and I had to be mentored. Now I know that skill for life. That's all that's life. We all got to be taught. We got to be observed. So if we're doing something wrong, we can be mentored to doing it right. That's all a father, a coach, a mentor, a person who's showing the direct. That's all they are. That's what. Hold on. Y'all call on Jesus or Yahshua. That's what he did. I can't beat you. But I don't know. I can take some of the stuff you taught me and beat your ass, man, better, and serve the belt. So, again, the root. Go back to where you start from. Look back at your past so you can work in the present and build for the future. Look at the past. I played football. Look at the present. These guys are getting conditioned for the start of the season, right? But they're learning simple skills for life. I'll never forget Coach Tony. I'll never forget the coaches who coached me, man. Because guess what? When I used to get frustrated with them and I finally got to play right, thanks, Coach. When I see my football players, man, it ain't no, hey, what's going on? Hey, hey, what's up, brother? We stood side by side in the Muni League to JFK High School, winning championships, all the way to hanging up our cleats. It's a brotherhood. It's, you may not like each other, but we teammates for this whole game. You may have a friend on the other side. Man, we playing chess right now. Hey, we don't want no draw, because guess what? Defense wins championship, but the offense got to score one more point. Right? That's life. If you want to win, you got to make sure you have more points than the other team, right? You playing spades, you got to have more books than the other person, right? So your defense is to make sure they don't score. Make sure I count my hand right. Make sure I put my aces in their places. How? Wait a minute. Make sure I understand mine, self. I got to learn my position so I can do mine, get my job, my accolades, my pump up. So that I can now stand on my own and say, you know what, I got this, coach. So then when we go into we, us, I can do my job at this lineman to push back, because we got to do this together so we can take care of us. Simple. Sounds simple, but that's all it's the most, it's like the dew, as he said in the word, it's like the dew in the morning. When you wake up and that low cloud is down there and the grass is a little wet, it's the dew. God said it's as beautiful as that. So, I'm going to stop, talking. I'm going to watch these kids, but this is powerful. If you've been watching from last year, you see the progress, you see something, you witnessing the journey yourself. I'm taking you on the journey with me. You see the podcast, it's doing excellent. Just on the first level. Wait till we go to level 2. Wait till we kick it up a notch. We still got the archive of the New Legacy Radio. I got my director of marketing getting ready to revise the website, because we want to make sure we focus on our key pillars first. So later on tonight, since I'm off, I'm going to go ahead and do the New Legacy address tonight and give you all the details about what's going on in the New Legacy. My question to you is, what is your legacy? Are we passing down memories or items, or are we passing down generational wealth? I'm not selling the game. I'm going to train these young brothers. This is the information you need that's going to get you to the next level. Not just me, but some brothers who say, I'm committed to, let's stop being crabs in the bucket. Let's stop being crabs in the bucket and see how I don't even have to coach your team, but how can I make sure you got good uniforms? What can I do to help? What's my charity? Because it ain't about notoriety. It's about the kids. It's about the children, those minds. Because we losing them. I ain't watching news. I don't even watch news no more. Because I'm tired of seeing my brothers going. So how can I prevent that? Giving them some tools to put in their tool belt to be able to build the most successful life they can. Whatever choice. Hold on. to make the best choices, to make their parents proud. I had to be chosen up out of family. Sometimes I be praying, Lord, can you just make me normal? I ain't normal. My work is not normal. What I mean by that is, when you pray for certain things and you start getting them separate, He's going to take everything away from you that's going to hinder you from your progress. But you got to have a relationship with Him so you can sit down and say, Lord, I'm tired. What am I going to do? You got to have that relationship so you can talk to Him. And He's going to give you every answer sometimes in a sign and a wonder, through a child, through a dog, but are you listening? Are you listening? So as I listened to Him today, I was about to go on. He said, nope, Dr. Martin Luther King. And I said, oh, Lima Panthers. So, like I said, I'm just observing today, seeing what's going on. Like we talked with Brother AJ, one of the coaches who, like I said, it's all about the kids. Let them condition. I'm going to stay to the end of practice, talk to coaches, and let them know what I'm here for. Sometimes you got to follow the spiritual word. Stop. Some people be all up in your ear. You can't hear what your mission is. But I heard him loud and clear today. I'm standing in Lima. He said, live in my anointing. So I guess there must be a move involved. Because I love Philly, but I need a little flavor. I be running to the park like cousin. Hey, but but this is what it's about. Learning ourselves so we can work with other people. Love, peace, and soul. New day, new life, new legacy. Once again, if you're looking for your child to be involved with some sports, we got the young men's team. If you're familiar with the bantamweight or pee-wee or the midgets, I believe these would be the pee-wee and midget ages. Okay, that would be like the 12 to 13, and then 9 to 12. Come on down here and ask some questions to the coaches. It's been a minute. But they have Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Park here in Lima, Ohio. We got 2 teams that's on this park. We got the Lima Panthers, who I'm a little party to, and also we got the Lima Bulldogs. But if you want to do some research, you got the Facebook page, Lima. I can't remember it off the hand, but just go ahead and Google it. But again, if you want to bring them down, I think it's 5:30 to 6:30, 7:30 for practice. Like I said, I can't give you all the information. Come on down here. You got to ask some questions. You got to knock on some doors. And you got to seek and find some answers. So, it's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish watching this practice and talk with some of the coaches. But just take that to heart. New day, new life, new legacy.